All right, so this recording is for the analyzable, um, uh, analyzable problem that we were assigned. Um, so in order to do it, I had to back build all of the other stuff. Um, so the first thing I did is went through and um, built the graded activity. And I think this one I actually was able to pull straight from the book, basically. I didn't really have to change anything. Um, so this is the parent class of the essay, which I built. Not quite sure if this one meets exactly what was in the book, but um, it does what it's supposed to do. Basically, um, assigns all of these and then uh, gives a total for the grade. The pass fail, same thing. I didn't see one in the book that, so I just kind of made this one, and I figured it was all or nothing. It's pretty self-explanatory. And this is also um, a child class of, or a subclass of graded activity. And then final exam was the same way. And I think I got this one from the book, and I was able to kind of copy paste and get it right. Um, but um, yeah, so those are the three child classes for the graded activity. That was that was a little bit of a lengthy process, and then the course grades, which is the question right before the analyzable. So whenever I built it, I did basically um, the first portion here, which is just filling the array with the objects, and then from there, you can use the get score and get grade object or class method to get those two things, and and then I added the get average, get highest, and get lowest, so it was in accordance with the interface um, analyzable. So let's go back up here and we'll look. So yeah, so course grades, implements, analyzable, um, and then here's all my arguments or all of my methods for the course grade, and then the get average, get highest, and get lowest. Now for the get highest and get lowest, I didn't really know how to print out like what the name of whatever was without going too in depth with the if and else statements as far as like if it was a get activity object or a get essay object. So what I did is just printed out the object itself, and you'll see how that shows, how you can tell which one was actually the lowest or the highest. And then here is my demo, and essentially I've just created the assignment one, which is just I want to say it's the lab, and it's just a graded activity object, and then an essay, a pass-fail exam, and an exam. And then I passed in all the arguments that's needed there. And then I took, uh, according to course grades, and set the scores within the array with the proper objects, essentially. Um, and then here I've just used, um, uh, okay, so these here are just to show the objects, and then this one is to show uh, um, the contents of the array, and then this one is to show the average, the highest, and lowest. And I'll run this really quick. All right, so it's printed out here. So this is the score for the assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, and assignment 4. So we can see, how they rack and stack with each other. And then this is the two-string method in the um, course grades, and it prints off the lab score grade is, and then it gives the score and the grade, and it does that for all of the 4 objects contained within the array. And then the get average returns 83.75 because that's the average of these four values. The pass-fail exam was the highest, and the graded activity, which would be the lab, is the lowest. Now I know in Python you can actually give an if, like a comparative operator, to ask if, hey, if this is a pass-fail object, um, then print this particular statement out. Um, but I didn't see anything right off, and I'll be honest, I didn't try super hard to find anything like that here. Uh, and where it says pass fail exam on the screen, I figured this was good enough for now. But but definitely, if there's any way that I can do that, basically say, hey, if this is this type of class or this type of object, um, on a comparative operator type deal, um, then that'd be great. And I could make this a little bit better. All right, well, that's all I've got for these two. Thanks for your attention, and I hope I did good. Thanks, sir.